Thanks for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you. This is a Double RT Boxing Show. It is about 4 something in the morning. We just covered the Japanese card of Ito defeating Chuparov, but that's not what this is about. This is a post-fight recap of number 4 ranked WBO welterweight. That's what we do right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. If you're a new viewer, we cover the rankings, all the title bouts, the belts, not all the title bouts, I should say. We try and cover, you can see I'm fucking tired right here. We try and cover the belts, the rankings, so when people get their title shots, the unheard of people, they're not just bums. We try and get knowledge together because I'm a fan, it's your show. I'm just a host. I'm a fan just like you. That's why I created this show. Because I got tired of hearing the same old fucking names. About 3 or 4 names on every show. Like, dude, there's like, talk about number 7, talk about number 13. And today we're talking about number 4 of the WBO welterweight, Luis Veron. He finished the year with a victory over, what's his name? Adolfo Moreschi, an Argentinian bout. The reason why we're talking about this fight, not just because he's number 4 for the WBO, this could be a very high future opponent for Terence Crawford. Now, I don't know if you know, like I said, we follow the belts here, so we do a little quick talk of belts here. Luis Veron is the WBO Latino champion, and recently the WBO had that convention, and they're talking about how proud they are of the Latino belt, how they threw a high number out. I forgot the number out, but they said that the Latino champion, it was a high ratio. I forgot this. Excuse me, I can't think of the numbers right now. The Latino champion goes on to fight the champion a lot, and then it's almost like a 46% that Latino champion becomes champion. So the WBO does. Where is the WBO? I want to say it's headquarters in Puerto Rico. We'll do a quick little off the track. WBO boxing headquarters. Where is it at? The WRT Boxing Show. You can follow the show on Twitter at RRTB Show at headquarters San Juan, Puerto Rico. So they are heavily behind their Latino belt. And this fight, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed because this is like the 3rd time I've seen Luis Veron fight live. I think this is the 2nd time he's gonna be covered on the show. One time I just didn't cover him. I was a little set back on him because I like his range. I like his length. I like his structure. He could be a really good rangy fighter. He has good body work. He has uppercuts. He has the 1-2. Like I said, he has good stuff. But this fight, I don't know, man. I was a little set back on him. It was a lot of holding. He wasn't landing the uppercut like I normally seen him do. He was throwing it, but he wasn't landing it. And I saw a big defensive flaw in him. Like I said, he's 26 years old. He's a young cat. And I don't know if he just grew up in Argentina watching Mayweather. Everyone who, Mayweather's a great person to craft yourself behind. But he carries his left hand low. I don't know if he's trying to do the shoulder. He is trying to do the shoulder roll, but he doesn't have the right hand in front of his face. So he keeps the right hand on his right side of his face instead of defending his left face. So when he's moving and he's ducking down a lot, he's exposed. His left side of his face is just exposed. And Terence Crawford, I'm using Terence Crawford as an example because WBO, that's the WBO champion. Terence Crawford will see that. Like I said, he moves and he backs up and he does this thing, leaving the left side open. He backs up, like I said, he has a sloppy shoulder roll. And I was noticing on this jab, this fight, it wasn't snapping. He was throwing it out there with a quarter delay of bringing it back. Like he throws it out there and it pauses. Like, I don't know if you guys who's watching this thing, I don't know if you guys play video games, but it's like, okay, the frame rate is a little slow. It's not quite snapping back, you know. That jab was like it wasn't 1080, you know, or 60, it wasn't at 60 FPS, whatever. It was like, 30 frames per second. That jab was slow. And if he's lazy with that jab, like slow bringing it back, and that lazy shoulder roll not protecting his left face, Luis is gonna have some problem. Like I said, this fight was an easy point victory. He controlled it he did a little bit of body shots here, a little bit of jabbing here and there. It was like he was in no threat of losing the fight, but he didn't put much punishment or pain on his opponent. I feel bad I keep forgetting his opponent's name. There's a lot of fights I want to see. You know, just an update, you know, a random update. Where's this girl at? I like this girl. Daniel Ramona Bermudez. She won. So I like her. 23-3. She's the WBO World Female Bantamweight Champion. Also out of Argentina. So I like her. She's a good. She beat Acuna. So I like her. Hopefully that fight gets put up. If it does, you will see a post-fight recap of her. I'm a fan of her. Like I said, Adolfo Moreschi. He was never in serious trouble, Adolfo. Like I said, Luis finished the year with a victory, but serious learning to go. Like I said, he's number 4 in the WBO, and ahead of him, this is weird, but this is the way it is. I never remember American being number 3 a couple months ago. I don't remember American being that high in the WBO at all, actually. But hey, somehow he got thrown in there. So number 1 is Igis, number 2 is Jesse Vargas, number 3 is American, and number 4 is Luis Veron. Number 5 is Herman. I always call him Kerman, and the Spaniards got on me. It's Herman or Kerman. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Put in the comment below how to pronounce his name again. La Haraga. Now that could be a good fight. La Haraga versus Veron, a Spaniard versus Argentinian. That might do a draw. You got Custo Clayton from Canada. He's right out there. You got Rashid Ellis, Luis Colazo at number 11. You got my boy Quadrillo at number 12. So it's fights out there for Luis Veron if he doesn't want to. He's number 4. The only ones ahead of him is American, Jesse Vargas, and Igis. That's serious competition for him. That's serious competition. If he wants to stay and develop, he could try Giovanni Stallion at number 6, but he's gonna have to take either a step back in his fights in the rankings, or he's gonna still fight domestic level Argentinian fights. That's not gonna make him improve. So he's in a tough spot. Tough spot. Again, like I said, I like him. I was a bit disappointed in watching him. Like at 26 years old, I didn't see the quick combinations and the snappiness I saw in his previous fights. He seemed a little slow and a little dull, a little draggish in this fight. Hit that thumbs up. It is 4:26 in the morning. If you're a new viewer, please become a new subscriber. The Double RT Boxing Show. Your boxing show. I'm just the host. Thank you for tuning in.